My dear Dhamma friends, I am Bhante Dhammalankara from Labanurokanda Forest Monastery, North Central Province in Sri Lanka. So, before start, as usually, we invite the Devas. Samanta Cakkavalesu Atra Gaccantu Devata Saddhammang Munirajassa Sunantu Saggamukkadang Dhammasavana Kalo Ayam Badanta Dhammasavana Kalo Ayam Badanta Dhammasavana Kalo Ayam Badanta. Let's pay homage to our great teacher Samma Sambuddha. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Dhamma friends, today we are going to discuss about Cūḻahatthipadopamasuttaṃ. So, sutta number is 27. Sutta is included into the Majjhima Nikaya. So, when I discuss the sutta, I divide that sutta into 3 parts. In the first part, I hope to discuss about we can discuss about conversation between the Pilotika and Janusoni. That is the first part. They discuss about the virtues of the Buddha. And in the second part, we can discuss about what is the Buddha's explain about the simile of the elephant footprint. That is the second part. In the third part, we can discuss that how the Buddha explain about the Arya Savaka come to a conclusion about the Tathagata. So, in the end, we can discuss about the summary of this sutta. So that is what we hope to discuss today. So let's start the sutta. At that time, as usually, Buddha was staying at Savatthi Jetaskro Anathapindika's monastery. Then Tenako Panasamena Janusoni Brahmana Savatthi and Niyati Divadivasa Sabbastetena Valadi Ratin. At that time, Janusoni was driving out of Savatthi in all white chariot driven by the white mares. So then Janusoni saw the Pilotika Paribhajaka coming in the distance and asked, "Sir, where do you come from in the middle of the day now?" Then Pilotika answered, "Sir, I am coming from presence of the Master Gautama." That is what Pilotika said. Then again Janusoni asked, What do you think about Master Gautama's lucidity of wisdom? Then Pilotika answered, "Sir, who am I to explain about the lucidity of the Master Gautama's wisdom?" Then, and he says, Pilotika says, Master Gautama's wisdom can be explained to a same person to the Master Gautama. I can't explain about. And then again, Janasoni asked, you are explaining, you are praising about the Master Gautama in high praise. Again, Pilotika says, who am I to explain about, to praise Master Gautama? Master Gautama is praised Devas and Brahmas. The highly recommended Devas and Brahmas and humans. So again, Janasoni asks, sir, having seen what you are, having seen what you have such a great confidence about the Master Gautama. Then Pilotika says, I suppose a clever elephant trainer enter a elephant wood and he sees a big elephant footprint in the elephant wood, long in extent and broad across. Having seen that elephant footprint, he come to that elephant trainer come to a conclusion. This is a big bull elephant. In the same way, sir, I have 4 footprint about the Master Gautama. Having seen that 4 footprint, I have come to a conclusion. Buddha is fully enlightened. Dhamma is well proclaimed by the Tathagata. Sangha is practicing the proper way. Supatipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangha. So, what are the 4 footprints of the Tathagata? Suppose, what are the 4 footprints of the Tathagata? Now, Janasoni, the Pilotika explained about the his experience about the Tathagata, about the Buddha. So, Pilotika says, there are some very clever Kathya Panditas, noble Panditas. They are very clever, very learned person. And they come to know that the Master Gautama will come to such and such village or town. And then they wanted to defeat the Master Gautama. So then they formulate the question to ask from the Master Gautama. So they formulate the question in this way. Master Gautama is asked this, then he answered that, he answered this, then we will refute his doctrine in this way. Or otherwise, Master Gautama is asked that, and he answered this, he answered that, and then we will refute him, we will defeat him in that way. So that is how they arrange the question. So finally, in later, Master Gautama come to that village. Then they go to meet the Master Gautama. Then Master Gautama, now Pilotika is explaining about his experience. Then Master Gautama, Dhammya Kataya Sandaseti, Samadapeti, Sampahanseti, Samuttejeti. So Master Gautama instructs them, urges them, rouses them, and encourages them with the talk on the Dhamma. So then they don't ask the question. When they were instructed, urges, encourages, and roused with the talk on the Dhamma, they don't ask those questions which they formulated. So why? they think if we ask this question, we become foolish people. So they don't ask that question. However, they wanted to become a disciple of the Master Gautam. They asked to be a disciple of the Master Gautam. So then they become the disciple of the Master Gautama, and that is the first footprint of the Master Gautama which I saw. So having seen that footprint, I have come to a conclusion that the Master Gautama is fully enlightened. Dhamma is well proclaimed by the Master Gautama, and the Bhikkhu Sangha of the Master Gautama is practicing the proper way. So that is the first footprint about the Tathagata, which explained by Pilotika. In the same way, he explained about the Brahmins. In the same way, he explained about the Brahmana Panditas. Come to the Brahmana Panditas come to know that the Master Gautama will come to so and so village, and they formulate the question, and they come to defeat the Master Gautama, and they become the disciple of the Master Gautama. In the same way, Grahapati Panditas. Grahapati Panditas, Pandita means well-educated people, well-learned people, and they come to defeat the Master Gautama, or they also become a disciple of the Master Gautama. And Samana Panditas, they also wanted to defeat the Master Gautama, and they come to go to the Master Gautama to defeat him, but they become disciple of the Master Gautama. Finally, they say, before we claimed as we as Brahmin, as Sramanas, as Arahantas, though we were not really Brahmin and Arahantas and Sramanas, we nearly did. So, however, finally now we are Brahmin, Sramanas, and Arahantas. So that is so having seen those 4 footprints of the Tathagata, of the Master Gautama, I have come to a conclusion. So that is what the Pilotika said. So when this was said, Janusoni got down from his white chariot, drawn by the white mares, and paid homage 3 times to the Tathagata, saying, Namo tassa bhagavato varato samma sambuddhassa. And after that conversation with the Pilotika, he went to meet the Tathagata. He wanted to go to meet the Tathagata. And he went to meet the Buddha and said, and exchanged the greeting with the Tathagata. After that courteous and amiable talk, he reported the whole entire conversation with had Pilotika and him to the Buddha. Then Buddha said this. So that is what the first part. Now we move to the second part, what the Buddha explained about the simile of the elephant footprint. Then Buddha said, Janusoni, in that point, Ettavata Janusoni Cūḻahatthipadopamasuttaṃ vittarena na paripūraṃ gacchanti. Buddha pointed out, Janusoni, in that stage, in that point, simile of the elephant, on the simile of the elephant footprint, not completed in detail in this way. So then I will tell, Buddha said, I will tell the simile of the elephant footprint in details listen and attend carefully, Buddha said. Then Jansoni said, okay, sir. Then Buddha explained about that. Suppose Jansoni, a clever elephant trainer, enter to a elephant wood, and he sees a big elephant footprint, long in extent and broad across. So having seen that a clever elephant trainer does not come to a conclusion, this is a big bull elephant indeed. Why is that? Tankisa hetu. Santi Brahmana Vamanikana Mahatiniyo Nagavane. Nagavana means elephant wood. Naga is the name for the elephant. So, however, Buddha said there are some sea elephant that they are not tall. Some that footprint might belong to them, and therefore he does not come to a conclusion that this is a big bull elephant. He go further. That clever elephant trainer go further without come to a conclusion, and he sees in the elephant wood, big elephant footprint, and he sees some scraping high up. That means elephant normally rub his body on the trees. So he sees that. Having seen that two marks, still he doesn't come to a conclusion that this is a big bull elephant. Why? There are some sea elephant in the elephant wood. They are very tall. So that footprint might belong to them. So therefore he doesn't come to a conclusion. Still, he doesn't come to a conclusion that this is the big bull elephant. He go further. That clever elephant trainer go further, and he sees in the elephant wood big elephant footprint and some scraping high up and broken branches. Having seen that those things, still that clever elephant trainer does not come to a conclusion that this is a big bull elephant. Why is that? Tankisa hetu. Santi Brahmana Nagavane Ucca Kalarikanam Hattini. Kanerukanam Hattini. Ucca Kanerukanam Hattini. There are some tall sea elephant in the elephant wood. Sometimes that footprint might belong to them. So having considered that, he doesn't come to a conclusion. He go further. Then he see in the elephant wood big elephant footprint and long in extent and broad across in the elephant wood, and he sees some scraping high up, and he sees some broken branches, and he sees the big bull elephant in the root of a tree, or in the open, or working about, or lying down, or lying down. And now that clever elephant trainer come to a conclusion that this is a big bull elephant. So that is what the Buddha. That is how Buddha explained about the simile of the elephant footprint. That is how a clever elephant trainer come to a conclusion. That is the Buddha's explain about the simile of the elephant footprint in details. Now you can see, we can see in this sutta, Buddha. Now we can move to the third discussion, third part of the sutta. So Buddha now explaining about how the Arya Savaka come to a conclusion about the Tathagata. Having seen what, he come to a conclusion. Now, Buddha pointed out, Tathagata appears in the world. So, and then Buddha teach Dhamma. He teach Dhamma, Adi Kalyana, Majji Kalyana, Pariyosana Kalyana. He preach good in the start and good in the middle and good in the end. And having heard that Dhamma, some clansman or son of clanman decide it is difficult to observe the celibacy in home life. Home life is dusty and crowded, and he wanted to enter the homelessness. He wanted to become a monk, and he became a monk. And having entered to the Buddha Sasana, he practiced Patimokka restraint. He completed it. Now we have discussed about the Patimokka restraint, so it is very long. It will be very long discussion if we discuss now. So he completed the Patimokka restraint, and he complete the restraint of the faculties, and he complete the sati sampajanya. Sati means we have discussed about sati. So if you have sati, you don't do any akusala karma, unwholesome thing. So if you have any kind of unwholesome state in your mind, in that time you don't have sati. So if you have sati, you can't do that. You can understand sati in that way. Okay. Now, however, he complete Patimokka and restraining of faculties and sati sampajanya. So after completing those three things, according to this sutta, he can easily subside the kama chanda, covetousness. He can easily subside the hatred and ill will. He can easily subside the sloth and torpor. He can easily subside the restlessness, the scattered mind, and he can easily subside the doubtness with the help of those restraining. So now he can enter prasjhana. We have discussed about the prasjhana. Vivicheva kami, vivicheva akusale, secluded from sensual hopes or sensual desire, and secluded from unwholesome state of the mind, he enter upon and abide prasjhana. So when that person enter to the prasjhana, he can experience comfortable and happy experiences. So if you enter to the prasjhana, you think exactly this is the arahanta. You will think in that way. Why? It is very comfortable stage. It is very happy stage. There are no any bondage with the world. Then you think this is the Dhamma, this is the Nibbana. Why? You don't know about that. So Buddha pointed out, Arya Savaka don't think in that way. He doesn't come to a conclusion. Buddha pointed out, still Arya Savaka doesn't come to a conclusion. Buddha is fully enlightened. Dhamma is well proclaimed by Tathagata. Sangha, Bhikkhu Sangha is practicing properly. Buddha pointed out, having entered to the prasjhana, Arya Savaka does not come to a conclusion. Again, we can see in this sutta, in the same way, he entered to the second jhana. Having entered to the second jhana, he doesn't come to a conclusion. and he entered the third jhana. He entered the fourth jhana. Completing those jhanas, experiences that comfortable and experiencing those comfortable and happiness of those jhanas, he doesn't come to a conclusion that this is the Buddha, that Buddha is fully enlightened. So if you enter to those jhanas, you think this is the Nibbana. Why? You don't know about the experience of the jhanas. So you think when you don't have any bondages of the other faculties, and when you experience those happiness, then you think. So Buddha pointed out the Arya Samaka doesn't come to a conclusion as the Buddha is fully enlightened. Dhamma is well proclaimed by the Tathagata. Sangha is practicing proper way. So having entered to the jhanas, he doesn't come to a conclusion. Again, Buddha, we can see in this sutta, he direct his mind to the Pubbe Nivasanusati Jnana. So Pubbe Nivasanusati Jnana means he can see the previous birth of his. Then when he see those things, he can understand so many things. He can see the previous birth of his about 1,000 life, about than the 1,000 life. So, however, when someone experiences these things, he thinks this is the Nibbana, this is the end. So, having experienced those things, Buddha pointed out the Arya Savaka doesn't come to a conclusion. The Buddha is fully enlightened. Dhamma is well proclaimed by the Tathagata. Sangha is practicing proper way. And after that, we can see in this sutta, he entered to the, he direct his mind to the Cūṭupapāta Jnana. Cūṭupapāta Jnana means the wisdom or supernormal ability, he can see the departing or passing away and borning of other people, others' life, and he can see according to their karma, where do they born, how do they reborn again according to their karma. That is called Cūṭupapāta Jnana. It is supernormal ability. So having got that experience, he doesn't come to a conclusion that this is the he doesn't come to a conclusion the Buddha is fully enlightened. Dhamma is well proclaimed by the Tathagata. Sangha is Supatipanna. So Buddha pointed out Arya Savaka still doesn't come to a conclusion. And he still practice. He develop bhavana more. And then he can understand. He understand this is the idam dukkhanti yathābhūtam pajānāti. This is the suffering of this is the suffering, the truth of the suffering as it is. He understand as it is, and this is the origin of the suffering. He understand as it is. This is the cessation of the suffering. He understand as it is, and this is the way leading to the cessation of the suffering. And ime asvāti yathābhūtam pajānāti. He understand this is the ten. These are the tens, and these are the origin of the tens. They understand. He understand it as it is. These are the cessation of the tens. He understand as it is. This is the way leading to the cessation of the suffering. So he understand they are as they are. So having understand, Buddha pointed out, still Arya Savaka does not come to a conclusion. But now he knows this is the Tathagata, this is the Dhamma, this is the Bhikkhu Sangha. Now he knows. And evam jananto evam passanto kamasavapi chittang vimuchyati, bhavasavapi chittang vimuchyati, avidyasavapi chittang vimuchyati. So having seen that, he frees his mind from the kamas, desire of the sensual things, bhavasava, the desire of the taints of the beings, avidyasava, the taints of the delusion or ignorance. So when he freed his mind from those kamasa, bhavasava and avidyasava, he can become arahant. He can kina jati. He can understand that birth is destroyed. Now Buddha pointed out, now Arya Savaka come to the conclusion that the Tathagata is fully enlightened. Dhamma is well proclaimed by the Tathagata. Sangha is Supatipanna. So this is the end of the sutta. I want to so now we should discuss about the summary of this sutta. Now, so many people we can see today, having seen some something, some small things. So some huge Buddha images, and some ceremonies. They think some chantings when they listening some Dhamma discussion. So they think without understanding, having seen some external thing, they come to a conclusion Buddha is fully enlightened. So they don't have any kind of understanding. They come to a conclusion. But that is not suitable. It is like Philotheca's elephant's footprint. It is not completed. So how do we come to a conclusion? We should understand the Four Noble Truths. You should understand the Dukkhaṃ Arya Satyam, Samudayam Arya Satyam, Dukkha Nirodhaṃ Arya Satyam, Dukkha Nirodhagamini Patipadam Arya Satyam. You should understand those four things. So if you understand those four things, you can come to a conclusion. Now your confidence of the Tathagata is strong if you understand that. That is what we should learn from this sutta. So Dhamma friends, this is the end of the sutta. If you have any question, please give a message. Thero Sarmai. So we have joined some Dhamma friends. So we have a question. So he says, Richard Sanger, personally, I practice metta. So when I naturally more useful against the fear and against the anger, when I am anger at others, I feel a lot of faith and lot of faithlessness and in the law of the karma due to their behavior. So that is what we should learn. So when we practice some Dhamma, metta, meditation, or some exactly some practicing part or satipatthana, whatever things, when we practice, we can't come to a conclusion that this is the Buddhism, that this is the Buddhism. Actually, friends, I have some problem today with my connection, so I have to end the sermon now. But today I can't. Sorry for uh, I can't complete this question. So if you can please email me, I will answer. So according to this situation, I have some connection problem, so I have to end the sermon. So let's do Anumodana. Most Venerable Mankaravela Sudarsana Thero and Most Venerable Mankaravela Nandaratana Thero, Most Venerable Patmalik Kumara Kassapu Thero, Viku Pesala, and Bhante Sudasso and Ayasoma, all live joiners today, and all Buddhist followers in the world, and all the Bhikkhu Sanghas, we transfer this merit, we do Anumodana, and we transfer this merit to Devas. Akasattaa ca Bhummattaa Devānāgā Mahiddhikā Puññantaṃ Anumodittvā Ciram Rakkantu Buddha Sāsanam. Akasattaa ca Bhummattaa Devānāgā Mahiddhikā Puññantaṃ Anumodittvā තියං රක්ඛන්තු බුද්ධ ශාවකං ආකාසට්ටා ච බුම්මට්ටා දේවානාගා මහිද්దికා පුඤ්ඤන්තං අනුමෝදිත්වා මොදයන්තු සිවං පදං. Therwan Sarnai to all of you, and I bless you. Abhivadana Silissa Nityang Uddha Pachayino Chattaro Dhamma Vaddanti Ayuvanno Sukhang Balang Ayurarogya Sampatti Sagga Sampatti Mevacha Ato Nibbana Sampatti Minate Samijjatu.